Oh, that great. Let's get the ELEX. And we'll go back. Sure, I store that thing. He wants to learn, and then he doesn't even follow me.
I've got your back.
You lost, buddy? Or were you and your friend here looking for a nice, quiet spot for some alone time?
Oh, we sure are. And from that dirty grin on your friend's face, I think you two can give us a few recommendations.
Should I take that as a formal invitation to smash your face in? You've still got one chance to save your fucking skin. Give me some cold, hard Elexit. This is a toll road, you know, and I'm collecting.
Remember what Viper said. He made it real clear we're not supposed to shake down travelers.
Do I look like I give a flying fuck what that measly bastard says? 200 shards. Right fucking now.
Here's my counteroffer. You pay me, and I let you live.
I knew this guy was trouble. Come on, let's make a break for it.
Look, you got the wrong idea. It's just a road toll. I gotta ask for it. It's not up to me. Honest.
Fork over the Elexit, and we can forget this ever happened.
You heard him. Pay the man.
What? Why me?
Just do it, damn it. Looks like that's settled. We're gonna get out of here.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Good idea. Get out of here before I change my mind.
Wow, that was bullshit.
Whoa, that was unexpected. I can't believe you spared that vagrant's life. I admit, I assume the opposite. Anyway, let's get out of here. But I do need to slow down a little. My stomach is killing me again. Let's get a little farther. I really don't know what's wrong. It's been like this a few days now. These weak organic bodies are shit. I think maybe I need more ELEX after all.
You wanted to tell me what's going on with your human body.
Oh, God.
Many of us couldn't understand how you beat the Hive all those years ago. And we couldn't ask you because you hightailed it out of there.
When do you suppose was the last time someone mopped around here?
Outside?
Right, as I was saying. So to increase our efficiency, we tried reducing our ELEX consumption. Which would have happened anyway, by the way.
Why?
There's a lot to explore up here.
Simple. The converters were destroyed. ELEX production dropped dramatically.
Oh,
Extensive
there's a
studies
lot of
had to be
stuff out
conducted
here.
on the effects of emotions and how to handle them.
And how were those studies designed?
Well, you're looking at one right now.
What
You
is going on
analyzed
over
human
there?
behavior in the crater?
Not just there. I went all over the place. Anyway, I need a break. What I was trying to say before I was interrupted. My body needs nutrients, regardless of the state of my stomach.
Hey. What was that dude behind us?
Being human definitely has its drawbacks. Their immune system is pathetic. And the body always needs something. Vitamins here, proteins there, watching the metabolism, watching the blood sugar. It's exhausting. When I was an alb, I could do incredible things all day with minimal food. But none of this is news to you. So, you want something to eat? My treat.
no thanks.
Oh well, more for me. I need to eat right now, or I'll run into trouble down the line. Can you keep an eye out? Make sure there's nobody following us? It wouldn't be the first time.
Expecting more outlaws?
Yep, our brush with those two earlier won't go unanswered. Let's try to minimize the risk of a confrontation, huh?
Right. I'll go see if anyone's following us.
Something's really weird with this
Just
dude.
walk back down the path we came from. But stay within shouting distance so I can come and help you if you need it.
I think I can handle that. See you soon.
Got all these dudes up here.
Skibor was wrong. Nobody's following us. Time to head back.
So, how many people are following us? 3? 4?
Not a single one.
That's annoying. Just hoping for a little escalation. Nothing more exhilarating than an out-of-control situation. The risk, the adrenaline, so engaging. Still, we should get going. My stomach is still upset, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Ready to go?
We had like a Hershey bar, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Good. Not much farther now anyway. So, I've been wondering, when you kill someone, what do you feel? I have to be honest, for me, it's an incredible high. Something to really savor. The light in their eyes flickers out, their bodies tremble, like slowly squashing a bug.
The way I feel about it depends on who I'm killing.
Oh, I see. Your aversion toward or affection for a given individual determines the level of violence you administer.
You
Whoa.
really like to hear yourself talk, don't you?
Oh, I can't be silent anymore. Not when every word, every breath is a new... Where was I? Oh, yes,
Mech?
Oh, I can't be silent anymore. Not when every word, every breath...
Oh my god!
Ow.
Oh, I got a Cerbo.
Oh, I can't be silent anymore. Not when every word, every breath is a new experience dawning.
We just need to kill more of those.
But you make a good point. I'll hold my tongue for now. And that'll help me concentrate on moving forward.
Great.
Nearly there. I feel sort of empty.
But you couldn't wait to leave a terrorist behind.
Yes, but who knows what awaits me now? It's getting harder and harder for me to stick to the local rules. How do you deal with that when you're forced to play a role?
I don't let anyone force me to do anything.
And the consequences be damned?
I don't worry about them until I have to.
Oh, I think I understand what you're getting at. There's something I wanted to point out. Not all Albs are like me.
Yeah, I figured that one out already.
You don't understand. I'm talking about what the Albs think of you. Our realignment was largely your doing, of course, but you're not exactly the most popular guy among the Albs these days. Many Albs are struggling with this new way of life. The transition is going very slowly. When you defeated the hybrid, you gave them the option to choose between their old life and a new one.
You have to adapt to survive.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But we're still in the minority, you and I. Be prepared to face some resistance when we reach the depot. That's basically all I wanted to tell you. The one thing that the depot can definitely offer is complete safety. From external threats, anyway. No creatures, no vagrants.
There's no such thing as absolute safety.
I think I'm beginning.
Good job!
Oh, really? Oh, that didn't work out well.
Where was I? Oh, yes.
You. Ekrom.
Ah, another player in the great game of Magalan. I see your path has returned you to these icy climes once more. It has been some time.
Kar Akrom, if I'm not mistaken.
You still know my name. That is, interesting. We so rarely had the pleasure, after all.
You were a scout for the Ice Palace? You were quite the traveler back then.
I never fully abandoned work, you know. Although I am no simple scout these days.
You're being modest. I hear you're the first Alexander, the highest spiritual leader of the Alps.
You, the beast of Zakor, can call me Ekrom.
It's been a while since I was called that. It doesn't fit me anymore.
And yet, you still follow the path of your former people. There must be a reason for that, surely. I assume you are here because of the invaders ravaging our planet.
There are a lot of things I have to take care of.
Well, that is interesting indeed. What can I do to aid you in your efforts?
You're leader of the Alps. Aren't you worried walking around outside the depot without protection?
I am an Alexator of the Alps. If I cannot withstand the perils of Ignadon, how am I to lead an entire people?
You could put in a good word for me with the Alps.
I could do that, but your own decisions are what brought you here. If you can win our people over, convince them of your cause, whatever that might be, then you will have earned it. If not, however...
I understand.
I can only give you a piece of fatherly advice. Be consistent in all you do. A fickle man is never as effective or as admired as a stalwart soldier in single-minded pursuit of a goal.
What do you plan to do about the foreign invaders?
At the moment, we Albs are in the worst strategic position of all the Magalan peoples. And we are not as well equipped as the invaders. That means we are likely to be their first target. We must be vigilant. We must track the invaders' every move. That is one of the reasons I spend so much time in the depot at the moment.
That's it? Vigilance? I expected more from you. Haven't you got a plan?
Don't confuse my not sharing a plan with you with the absence of a plan. I hardly need remind you that you've proven problematic for the Albs more than once. Prove you deserve the respect of our people, however you contrive to do so. Perhaps if you do so, I will impart my knowledge and plans to you. Until that day comes, however. And one more thing. The invaders are ferocious and determined opponents. If you value your life, you do well to steer clear of Maracor. They are most active there.
Nice!
I'll take you there. What I was trying to say before I was interrupted. I think I'm beginning to understand why you disappeared from the public eye back then. Nothing gets past our defenses. I guarantee it.
Those kinds of guarantees. Those kinds of guarantees usually break when hit with cold, hard reality.
But actually, statistically speaking,
Spare me.
sure, you might still be proven right. These constant attacks are taking their toll.
I like having this extra guy helping.
Right, as I was saying, humans have a lot in common with that horde. They use brute numbers to overpower. Well, here we are. Your new home?
I already have a home.
Well, now you have a spare one. You should go talk to Radek at the gate. He'll show you around the rest of the area. Let's meet up again later. I've got something to take care of. Oh, don't forget the equipment I promised you.
Where can I find you?
If all goes as planned, I'll be at the ELEX depot. Oh, speaking of which, this is for you. Normally we're all allotted fixed rations, but, well, don't ask any questions. Right, I'm running late. I'll see you later.
That's supposed to be like a natural ELEX? What I just got?
Don't move. Who are you? What are you... Wait a moment. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Name's Jax.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing. I heard you were dead. Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your bare hands?
Well, I did have a gun.
Yeah, he never stood a chance.
Your efficiency is the stuff of
I
legend.
think that's funny.
But facing the hybrid without a weapon? That is amazing. My name's Radek, by the way. Azok will want to know you're here.
Who's that?
I'm sure he'll tell you himself. A lot has changed since the depot was set up. Come on, I'll show you around.
Mark my words, we'll wind up in an oven within 2 hours, you'll see.
I don't know what you're saying, but I give you my word that you will come to no harm. For now, at least.
You heard him. Let's get out of here.
The decision lies with you. However, I would advise you to accompany me.
Well, the tour can't hurt.
Can't hurt.
Come on, let's go. Follow me. Are you planning on staying?
We'll see. Why?
You see, the thing is, you're not exactly popular here.
Yeah.
Many among us want you dead for what you did to the hybrid. Speaking of dead, we're in luck. There's an execution today. We really don't want to miss that.
Not bad.
The verdict has been passed. Unlawful efficiency has been proven beyond reasonable doubt. The defendant has accepted the judgment. Execute the convicted party. Good work. You know the drill. Take up your posts as soon as you're done.
That's the drill.
I was wondering how long they were going to let him get away with his behavior. Next, we'll head on over to our research facility.
What? So that's it? He was just killed?
His inefficiency sealed his fate.
What were his crimes?
Anyone who violates the directive is executed. Simple as that. That seems to shock you? You must remember the directive and what it says.
That doesn't mean I like it.
Is that pity in your voice? Interesting. I've heard you've let your emotions run wild. let's walk and talk about it. Don't think that we have no emotions. We were forced to accept that being emotionless didn't help our evolutionary development. It blinded us. It made it possible for someone like you to almost bring us down. That's why everyone is given only as much ELEX as they need to do their job as effectively as possible.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of ELEX consumption is calculated, among other things.
Skibor already told me that you've come to accept emotions.
That's right. The reasons are pretty straightforward. A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be an effective tactician. On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. The middle way seems to be the best choice.
So you only try to suppress emotions when they're getting in the way.
That's right. And those are our new rules for ELEX consumption. And when it comes to making these calculations, this research facility is particularly good. Now, if you have no more questions, I have something else to show you. Follow me.
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today. Sit down. Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher,
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned yesterday. Were you able to call up the anger? If so, I want you to give me the solution to the problem. If not, we'll repeat last week's punishment. Inefficiency will not be tolerated. Practice at home, then complete a 3-page report on your emotional stability indices. Makar, I especially want to see yours. I'm concerned about your progress. Improve.
yes, ma'am.
Right.
Session complete. You can go.
As you can see, the kids here are thriving. The ELEX experiments seem to be going well.
So what exactly are the kids learning here?
We're training them to achieve similar efficiency without ELEX as they would with it.
Wait, you mean the kids aren't getting any ELEX?
Right. It's an attempt to breed efficiently without the addition of ELEX. Most albs never learn to handle emotion. Without ELEX, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without ELEX, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily ELEX rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to ELEX, emotionally strengthened albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
What makes you think this could work?
Because it worked in the past. With you. You were an alb and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going.
Right?
We are about to enter the Collector's Sector. They're responsible for finding ELEX and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of ELEX, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here, it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the hybrids' day. Luckily, we're now out of the collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers' area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of ELEX. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with Elexit. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their ELEX ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line.
This is, like this town.
I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
It won't.
I expected nothing else from someone like you. I look forward to welcoming you back to the team soon. I'm going back to the gate now. May efficiency guide your actions.
Nice! What a tightly organized troop. Bet they don't even take a shit without marching orders.
I did not anticipate your return. State your business immediately.
Circumstances force my hand.
Circumstances? The description seems inadequate. But if you're willing to assist us, I will tolerate it. You have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value of emotion and increased our efficiency. So I am neutral towards you personally, but I will have my agents watch you closely as long as you're here. If you break our rules, you will face sanction.
What's the situation here?
These new enemies are putting considerable pressure on us. Keeping them in check ties up resources and creates gaps in our organizational structure. Bridging those gaps will be your responsibility. Seek out Commander Arissa
She is at a breaking point and needs assistance. But expect no welcome from her. She still considers you a traitor.
Okay. Okay, so we did level up.